Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, to the first annual Mobile Marble Mania, proudly brought to you by the Park 4. 4 teams from all corners of the globe have convened here in sunny Mobile, Alabama, to race for the coveted Golden Moonpie. Today's event consists of 3 heats that will place the marbles in our starting brackets. Watch carefully because at the end of this episode, you, our amazing viewers, will have the opportunity to complete the bracket and determine which marble you think is the fastest at the Mobile Marble Mania. Our track engineers have developed a challenging course which will test each marble beyond its physical limits. As you can see, all 12 marbles are lined up at the top, ready for their practice runs. Let's take an in-depth look at the course. The starting line stands at the top of a 46.2 degree incline. Once the starter opens the gate, the marbles race down a long straightaway towards the funnel to the tunnel. Immediately before the funnel is a fork in the road, forcing the marbles to strategically choose a right or left path into the funnel. The marbles pick up speed inside the tunnel before encountering the first 90-degree turn. Each marble's ability to successfully negotiate this turn could be the difference between winning and losing. Next, the marbles enter the chicane, where we expect a lot of passing today. After the chicane, the marbles will fight through a long, sweeping right-hand turn to the finish line. The spectators, who've been filtering in since 6 a.m., are ready for some action on the track. Everyone has their hot dogs and brats and are sipping sweet tea under the southern Alabama sun. Our aerial footage is being provided by Parrot Drones, at least until the battery dies. Now let's meet the marbles. First, the gnarly neons, owned by Mama Melly. They come from the Valley of Cali, Scrunchy, Spoongagger, and MJ. Next up, the steamers, owned by Nate, Summit, Sizzle, and Simmer. Next, from the land down under, the Bushwhackers, owned by Mr. Steve, Belby, Kangaroo, and Wallaby. Lastly, from Motown, the Little Marbles, managed by Mags May, Juicy Thang, Fats, and Jiggy Slim. The marbles are now all out on the course, lined up in preparation for the playing of our national anthem. And the crowd goes wild. Today's flyover marks the beginning of the first annual Mobile Marble Mania. The teams are on their way back to the pits in preparation for our first of 3 heats. Speaking of our first heat competitors are Kangaroo, Fats, Simmer, and MJ. And now we're ready for heat number 1. The competitors look awfully nervous as they wait patiently at the starting line. And they're off! Heat number 1, Simmer is first into the funnel, and Fats is first out of the funnel, hits the 90-degree hard. Simmer does an excellent job of blocking MJ right there. And now the top three, Fat, Simmer, and MJ, enter the long 90-degree turn into the finish line. And it looks like our winner of heat number one is going to be Fats. And in second, we have Simmer. And with a little bit of momentum at the end, MJ is third. Where is Kangaroo? Oh, Kangaroo stopped back on the chicane. Let's take a look at the instant replay here. You can see Simmer overtake Kangaroo in a very, very nice move. We're now set for heat number two. Spoongagger, Jiggy Slim, Summit, and Wallaby. Our starter enthusiastically starts heat number two. We have a collision which sends 2 marbles to each side of the fork. Wallaby comes cleanly out of the chute first, and last out of the chute is Jiggy Slim. Jiggy Slim has a great line though, overtakes 2 marbles. Summit bringing up the rear, and Wallaby has a great line to the finish line. In first place, Wallaby. Second place, Jiggy Slim. A fight for third, Summit. And last, Spoongagger. Let's take a look at the instant replay. Spoongagger rides the rails really high while Summit really impacts the 90. After 2 heats, you can see that Wallaby is in control of first place while Kangaroo did not finish. We're now ready for our third and final heat at our Mobile Marble Mania. Our qualifiers for heat number 3, Scrunchy, Sizzle, Bilby, and Juicy Thing are on the starting line ready to go. The starter pulls the gate and they're off. 2 marbles go on the inside, 2 marbles on the outside. Scrunchy comes out third, but oh, check that out. Scrunchy gets a great bounce off of the 90 and overtakes 2 marbles. The top 3 marbles have a great line through the chicane and around the long 90-degree right-hand turn. Bilby's nowhere to be found. In first place, Scrunchy. Second, Sizzle. And in third place, Juicy Thing. Bilby gets stuck in the middle of the chicane. Check out this instant replay. You'll see that Scrunchy gets a great bounce off of the 90 and overtakes 2 of the marbles to secure first place. Also secures first place out of all 12 qualifiers: Scrunchy, Sizzle, Wallaby, Fats, Jiggy Slim, Juicy Thing, Summit, Spoongagger, Simmer, MJ, Kangaroo, and Bilby. Heats 1, 2, and 3 are now complete, and the bracket is set. Now it's your turn to decide who you think will win the Mobile Marble Mania. To participate, simply follow the directions in the description below this video. The Round 1 elimination races will be aired on Wednesday, April 22nd at 6 p.m. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you soon. Thanks, y'all.